You can send this to Guy Barbs. So this is the track rod off my old Land Rover, and I've been trying to set the track in, and it turns out the track rod itself is a little bit too long. It has a left and right hand thread in either end. Unfortunately, that's 16 TPI BSF, which is a bastard thread, and I don't obviously have taps for that, so it was either make taps, which seemed to be ridiculous. I'd have to spend quite a bit of time making taps, so I thought what was easier would be to reduce the length of the rod. It's only 1/4 of an inch, but so I've turned the rod down so it was clean. I'll send you a couple of other photographs. Cut a piece out. Well, parted it off on the lathe. Put a rod in it because this is a tube, just to give it strength. V'd it out and then welded it round. And then I forgot to take a photograph of the weld as I welded it round. I decided to do it with TIG, which I'm not brilliant with TIG. As you know, it's quite a practice thing. And then I bored the centre out of this nut to slide over the joint, and then I thought I'll weld that over the joint as well, so it's like just complete belt and braces with it being a steering related item. And I'm quite pleased with my weld on here. I don't think it's going to pass muster with you from the all the bloody welds you'll seen, and you'll start saying, oh, there's a bit of undercut on that Cooney and all that sort of shit. And yeah, I know, but I'm DIY. So I'm quite pleased with that side, and I couldn't actually see any pinholes or porosity, which is highly unusual for me. And this side, it's a bit warm, so I'm not doing so well holding it. There we go. All the way around, I'm very pleased with that. And there's one little pinhole in that. I've also done a little bit on this tender box or ash box, wherever it is, for my mate's steam train. This is more akin to my usual TIG weld. You see there? You'll know what that is on the top. Yeah, that's where I stuck the bloody tungsten into it. But hey ho, it won't matter for this. And that's that. So a little bit more average. And then this was the first thing I did, trying to get my hand in, which, as you can see, I've got too much heat on that really. But for what this is, to go in the ash pan on a little steam train, just to wiggle a rod like that, it's more than enough. But yeah, I was quite pleased with that one. But don't crush me too much when you see it. Thanks.